Hello folks, Mike Maloney with Veterans Memorial Park and Digital Library. Our continuing mission there here at the VFW National Convention, Kansas City, Missouri. We have Robert in front of us from the great state of Louisiana.
There you go.
We were just talking about LSU. We love Joe Burrow.
All right.
But please, Robert, spell your last name for me. And it's senior. It's Robert. Go ahead.
Okay. It's Boudreaux.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And if you could, let's start by talking about where you came from, where you grew up, your high school, and how you got in the military.
Well, I grew up in what they call this town. Well, I was born in Jeanneret, Louisiana, and then my father was a captain on the dredge, so we moved around a lot from different states, and then we finally settled down in 1954 in New Iberia, Louisiana. And I went to school there at what they call St. Peter's College. It's a Catholic school. And I stayed there until I graduated in 1962. And then from there, I went to work with my father on the dredge. And did that for a while. And then I got married. And my wife's family had a propeller shop, a boat propeller shop. And I went to work for them. And when I was doing that, the Army, Uncle Sam sent me a letter saying he needed my services for the Vietnam era. And
What year was this, sir?
In 66.
66.
Yes, sir. So I stayed in service 2 years, 68, I think 69, I got out.
Which branch, sir? And
In the Army.
In your unit, sir?
The unit Engineer Supply 331st.
Right.
I went to Karat, Thailand, and spent the time over there. And went to a conflict area. It wasn't supposed to be in that area, but we did. But and then from there, I got out to service and just went to work again. Got in the oil field doing work.
Yeah. Oh, you went in the oil field?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And that what you did your whole life, or?
Mostly, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I did. And the company sold out when it all got down, you know, that when you had all that turbulence where the oil price wasn't so good and things got tight. But lucky I stayed with a company that was, you know, we could stay alive, survive the situation. Went back to work.
Right. So tell me about your service with VFW. I know you're doing well because you got an All-American hat. Tell me about that.
Yes, sir. Well, when I started, my cousin was in the VFW and he got me to get in the VFW. And from there, they put me junior vice. They needed a junior vice, so I volunteered to do that. And then they needed a senior vice, so I did that too. And finally, we had a little disagreement with the post that we was in. And my cousin was the commander at the time, so he decided, he said, well, we're going to leave and form our own post. So this new post, 12182, is we've just been in service for about 4 years now. And I'm the commander of it. My cousin, they found that he wasn't eligible to be in the VFW because he didn't serve in an active activity war, war zone. So it fell on me. I was senior vice, like sort of, going to be senior vice. So when he couldn't be, they elected me to be commander. It's about 4 years now that I've been commander, and we started small. We formed the auxiliary. With the auxiliary, we worked together. Everything we do with our post, we do it with the auxiliary. They're the lifeline of us. They help us a lot. And my wife is the president, so that makes it even good. And we do a lot for the community, for our veterans and stuff. We do work with the cities. We work with the Red Cross. We work with the post in Franklin, has a little post there. We work with them around our community. And my wife started working on a bookwork so we could become All-American and All-State in our state.
Is this your first convention?
No, sir, we came last year.
Oh, okay.
I made All-American last year.
So you're All-American commander last year.
And last year, so.
Oh, nice.
We didn't know if we was going to make it this year. We had to work hard to do it. My wife had to do a lot of paperwork to get us in.
Yeah, if you make All-American, it's definitely hard to do it again.
Yes, sir. Right.
Yeah, definitely. Because
our little area is a little, and it's hard, and membership counts more than anything. You know,
Right.
It's all
Right.
America.
The percentage.
And and it's hard to find members. And the ones that do want to come, they don't. The young ones don't want to get involved because they feel that, you know, they don't have time. But like we tell them, you don't need time. Just be a member of our VFW, because this helps our organization up in Washington. The more members we have, the more people can fight for our
Right.
needs that the veterans really need, which the government don't help too much on that. I mean, they got the veteran homes and stuff, but they still don't do enough to me. Or,
I agree. We don't do
you know,
that.
as far as like our wounded veterans that come home that can't work, we should support these individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And like the family that lost their members that was in conflict, that fought for us and gave their life for this country, they should never have to suffer. The government should take care of these people. But I don't know why they don't. We send money overseas. I don't mean to get too politic with it, but we can send money overseas, which is all right to me, to help people. But we ought to help our own veterans that need our help.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, so that's my, you know, I don't know if it'll happen. I hope it will, but that's what we're working forward to do,
That's right.
to help support our veterans who need it.
Mm.
We, you know, I was lucky I didn't get wounded or anything. I was in a company that we wasn't in the action that much, but you know, you feel sorry for the ones that was in the action, and seeing people pass away like they did is not good.
All right. We'll just continue to serve, sir.
Yes, sir, I do that, and
Yeah.
I'll keep striving to get what can be done for our veterans.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Appreciate
I hope you have a wonderful